Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our new lesson based on translation course. Today, our lesson is based on the signs like na hai and na tha. Sometimes there can be constructions, but that won't be shown here, na thi or na the. But you can note my address, bukharihamid786 Don't neglect to subscribe our videos. Below you will get subscription and subscribe our videos and get some videos free, some lessons free, or more videos free based on the science, the great books of science like Isaac Newton's book Principia Mathematica and Stephen Hawking's. So dear students, let me write first na hai and na tha. First we'll do na hai. We'll do na hai, then na tha. But here I will write at the top here obligation or obligatory sentences, or I write here necessity, or whatever is there. See now, dear students, obligation. First we'll see such kind of sentences which have these signs at the end in Urdu. Those sentences show zimmedari or zarurat. Those show your responsibility, your necessity that you have to do something. Those kind of sentence where na hai, na tha, or the signs at the end, then these sentences are obligatory sentences in Urdu. And how to translate those sentences in English? Let we see the formula first. And I will write here, we have to use have to. So when such kind of sentences are there, we use have to or has to for the present. For the present, and later we'll do for the past. So we'll write here the formula. There is subject or noun or pronoun, then there is, it is included in noun and pronoun, then there is has to or have to. Depends on whether your this subject or whatever you're talking about, or who is performing the action or who has to perform the action, is singular or plural. If that is singular, then we have to use has to, and if that is plural, then we have to use have to. So she then has to or have to, then first form. So I'll write here to as plus first form of verb, always first form of verb, and then another this noun, or it can have pronoun, it can be an object, whatever is there. So this is the formula. So we will do the exercise based on one single sentence, then we'll see some more ways to translate such sentences. So I will write here, मुझे आज कश्मीर जाना है. See dear, मुझे आज कश्मीर जाना है. We see the sign at the end. So we have to see when fa'al or when verb is followed by na. So when we add na to verb, so I will write here verb. This is the exact way to teach you. When verb is added with na and then it's hai, so it becomes ja na. So it becomes ja na hai. Mujhe aaj Kashmir jana hai. So I saw here na hai. Then I know the formula. I have to use have to or has to and with. So I will write. This will be translated first. I will write here one. Then na hai will be translated. So that's translated by have to. That will be at the second place. Then verb will be translated at the third place. Then this will be translated at the last place at the end. So fourth. Or this will be translated at the first. If it is not there, then this will be translated as the first, then this will be second. Then so naturally you just increase the order. So I will translate this. So I will start with today, then subject, today I, then we use have. We use have with I have to. Then jana is the verb for go. Then we use the first form, that's go. Today I have to go to Kashmir. So maybe it may be your necessity that you have to go and somebody needs you there. So it's necessary for you to go, or you need help of someone. So it's necessary that you have to reach to the place. So it can show the necessity, or it can show your obligation if your department, or if your whatever it is your duty to attend your visit there. So it may be your obligation as well. So when it shows obligation, when it shows necessity on that part, we use such kind of sentences and we use such way to translate it. So today I have to go to Kashmir. Now dear students, let me see, when we make negative part of it, that means you are showing them you don't have any obligation on your part, or it's not necessary. You don't have any necessity for this. So when we have the negative sentences, we have two ways to translate those negative sentences. So I'll rub it first. So what's the way to have the negative sentences for these? We always use negative sign, don't or do not have to. So when you express negation, you use do not have to, or another way is have not to. So this is also correct and this is also correct. Either you can use do not have to or have not to, both in British English you can use. So I will use here one more sentence. So मुझे आज खाना नहीं है. So it's not necessary for me that I will eat today. I don't have to eat. So I will write here, I don't have to eat food. So I don't have to eat food, or you can start with today, I don't have to eat food. So I write here, or you can say instead of this I don't have, we can write here and we can omit here don't, and I will write here today I have not to eat, I haven't to eat food. I have not to eat food, that is first form. So this is also correct, this is also correct. But dear friends, I will show you another way. When you have such kind of sentences, we can have another way to translate those sentences. Let me write the formula. So we also use those phrases as well, and I will use the formula here. So when you have to show the obligation or necessity or your need or whatever, you use na tha. So I will write the formula. You can also translate such kind of sentence when there is na hai like this. Subject or noun, then have got to. Then first form, then another noun, whatever is there, or it may have adjective first or adverb. So this is also the formula. I will write here the same sentence which we did. आज मुझे कश्मीर जाना है. So na hai is at the end. So I will write here today I have got to go to Kashmir. I have got to go to Kashmir. So, dear students, in our next lecture we'll see na tha. Today we did a lecture about those kind of sentences where we have the signs na hai at the end of it. So for that reason, we used the formula and we showed the way to use has to or have to. Let me do one example for has to. Usko आज खेलना नहीं और खेलना है. Na hai is at the end, so we understood we have to use or he has to or she has to. So this is a singular third person, she. Then I will use instead of have to, I will use has to because it's a singular one. She has to play today, or today she has to play. She has to play. So has to or have to in those kind of sentence where you have obligation. We show obligation also by the help of must or by the help of will have. When there is a strong obligation, we use will have in the present, but that will be shown in the next lecture because that is also used to show the future action as well. So this was our lecture today. Let I get one verb for your exercise. Mujhe, run is the verb I will use. So, mujhe dodna hai. I have to run. Mujhe nahi dodna hai. I don't have to run or I have not to run. Tujhe nahana hai. You have to bath or you have not to bath. So this is also mere baap ko jana hai. My father has to go because a singular third person will has to. Mere baap ko nahi jana hai. My father has not to go or my father does not have to go. You don't have to go. She does not have to go. My father does not have to go. So this is the way to do the negative sentences and the positive. So see you in our next lecture. Till then, goodbye.